Hello, fabulous Scorpio. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of May 2015, Love Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. This month is such an important month for you in the context of love. You really will look back at this year and realize that important turning points took place this month, in the month of May, where it came to love. Now, for some of you out there, there are going to be some really dramatic changes. And it is going to be starting with this full moon. Now, as I spoke in the general focused horoscope, the full moon does have to do with you, but because it's connected to matters close to the heart, there can be an element there where it does have to do with love, and it does have to do with relationships, and it has to do with you being honest with yourself about where you actually are in the context of a relationship. And where it is that you haven't been fully honest with yourself, I see you like kind of letting go of that illusion, not so easily. Because there's a part of that illusion that seems very inviting, very sweet, very promising, something that you want to embrace. And yet, you're not going to have much of a choice. Once you see the truth of a situation, you can't go back. You can't hide from yourself anymore, and you can't lie to yourself anymore once you know the truth. And for some of you out there, I do think that there's going to be a truth, a long time coming, about an emotional situation close to the heart you haven't wanted to look at, but now you've got to do it. You've got to come to a level of acceptance from which you can then empower yourself to move forward. So really, it is about you, what you're seeing, what you're feeling, what you haven't wanted to accept. As we get to the middle of the month, we've got a new moon in your opposite sign. Now, this is always a turning point in love. And when there is lunar phenomenon in your opposite sign, whether it's a new moon or a full moon, somebody is there to help you learn the lesson. Somebody is there to act as a reflection of what's happening within you. As I like to say, somebody is there from whom you can see yourself as reflected in their eyes, reflected through the eyes of another. You come to a deeper perspective and a deeper understanding of who you are and where you are in love and how you got there. All of that becomes that much clearer at the new moon as well. And this is thanks to a new insight or a new opportunity. So those of you in an established bond, I think the full moon is going to play a much bigger role for you than the new moon. The new moon should be nice, okay? It should still feel like you're sort of starting fresh, making new plans, which is great in the middle of the month. But it is at the beginning of the month that sort of things are coming out in terms of you being honest with yourself, being honest with this other person as well, and coming to a deeper level of acceptance of this other person and also yourself, your own emotional reactions, and accepting who you are in terms of how it is that you react as well. And so I do think that full moon is going to be especially dominant, and that is starting off the month. You're going to be feeling that, and that should represent an important turning point for you where you're coming to a greater, more honest understanding between the two of you as to where you are in matters of heart and how you can now evolve forward from there. It is also a chance for you to let go. Wherever it is that maybe you've been holding on to something that you no longer need to, this is going to be your chance to allow that to come to the surface and let go of any hurts that get in the way of really changing the situation to move towards the love that you desire. Those of you who are dating somebody, I think it's going to be the new moon that's going to be more dominant. And it's going to be a fresh understanding of who you're with and what it is that has drawn this person into your life. And also, I do think that this is going to be one of those moments when you're like, okay, do I see this person as relationship material? Now, I think it can go either way for people out there, and that's particularly because of how Venus is behaving right around this time. So right around this time, Venus is speaking with Pluto, speaking with Uranus. So it does suggest to me that like I said, it could go either way. Either you're going to be like, yes, I really see this happening, and really feeling like you're starting on a road towards a deeper commitment and a one-on-one bond, or it's going to be, I think I need to start fresh, which I think could happen as well. And in that case, that's exactly what you're going to do. Those of you open to meeting somebody new, new moon, dominant energy is certainly the new moon. And this has to do with you starting fresh and very likely through meeting somebody new, seeing where you are in the context of love. Now, I have a feeling as I look at this, it's a new meeting, but it's not. And so what I mean by that is this could be somebody, it's a brand new meeting, but it's been kind of a long time coming, or you heard about this person like 6 months ago, or like a friend has been talking about this person, or it just could be that you knew that there were certain events coming up right around that time where the chance of you meeting somebody new would be possible. So it's that type of situation. Now, how much it evolves, and the stability factor looks a little bit up in the air as well for the reasons that I just mentioned, the way that Venus is behaving, the way that even Mars is behaving as well, speaking with Saturn. So all of that is kind of up in the air. But ultimately, it is about seeing yourself and where you are in love and why. And there certainly is going to be somebody there to help you get that lesson, to help you see yourself a little bit more clearly. What I love about this month for you in the context of love is that there's action. There definitely is action. There definitely is learning. And the learning comes back to you. You're being honest with yourself in a way that is brave and that is bold and that is actually inspiring. Not only to you, where you inspire yourself by being who you can be, by being as brave as you are, but others around you as well.